Okay, we're out here in the shop tonight. We are working on the 2019 Can-Am Outlander 1000R, and we're gonna do a cvtech clutch. And never done one. I'm no pro. Watched a few YouTube videos just like what you're doing, and I'm just getting ready to take the cover off. Cracked them all loose with my ratchet. Got them almost to the end, and then we'll finish it off with this thing here, because it's a heck of a lot quicker than ratcheting my fool head off. And I got all my plastics off and my floorboards off. You don't have to do that. I have mine off because I'm putting new floorboards on it. I just figured this would be a better time than ever to do the clutch since the floorboards are off. Because a lot of room in here, the floorboards. Now I got 3,000, a little over 3,000 kilometers on this belt, and I'll admit, I've never pulled this off. I've never cleaned my clutches. Shame on me. But, oh well, it is what it is. That one's tight. There it is. So I think they're all loose. We'll pull it off and see how dirty these suckers are. Actually pretty darn clean in there. Pretty darn surprised. Well, I guess maybe not 100% clean. There's quite a bit of grime on this clutch. It's dirty. The belt, I don't know. 3,000 kilometers, I don't know, it doesn't really look a whole lot different than the belt that I got. Still sitting above the sheave. I don't know if that really amounts for much, but she's, yeah, it's not the cleanest. But I'm gonna blow it out, and I'm gonna pull it off. I won't be pulling it off tonight because I don't have the puller. I'm gonna go to my local dealer and borrow a puller and all that good stuff and yank that sucker off, and hopefully nothing goes wrong, because I'm supposed to be going up north this weekend. So all right, we'll check back in soon. Getting a little ahead of myself here, but I got the belt off. All you do to get the belt off is get yourself an M8 by 1.25 by 70 mil full thread, or just get you that same diameter and thread pitch and a threaded rod, and then ram a nut on the end. And screw it into the bottoms out and keep on screwing, and the sheave will open up and off comes your belt. So we're moving right along here. Next with this thing is I gotta loosen that set screw off and undo that bolt, and then I should be able to get the outside of the clutch off, and then that'll be as far as I can go until I get a puller. So I was told by a fella, oh, I wish I could remember his name. He's out in Eastern Canada. He told me to go buy a clutch bolt off a 2015 1000R, because they had just the regular old bolt. He said just go pick it up at BRP, it'll be 15 bucks. So I did that, except it wasn't 15 bucks. It was like 30 some dollars after tax. What a ripoff. But apparently you don't really need to get the bolt. You can make the stud and the nut work, but apparently the bolt's just easy as hell. You throw it in there with your centering washer that comes with the cvtech clutch and your washers and torque it down. So I'll probably get the bolt off and the front part of the clutch off, and then I'll probably call it a night. Okay, I guess I probably should have had the camera on for this, but it's pretty simple. Crack that set screw loose. It's tight. You might have to put a bit of heat to it. I didn't, but I've heard of people having to do that. You will need a good impact. It is, the heck is it, 21 millimeter. And that'll take this off and hold the clutch as you're loosening that off, because there's a spring behind the clutch that's going to want to push it up. And I think this clutch is a piece of crap. I'm really glad I replaced it. It is really grooved up. For 3,000K, it's only a year old. I bought it about a year ago last week. So anyways, I'm not very impressed. I'm glad I spent the money. But anyways, to get this bolt out, what you're going to need to do is get yourself a wrench that goes on here, and that'll hold the nut, and then take your Allen wrench and tighten the shit out of that set screw. And then that'll turn that back into a bolt head, and you can put your impact on it and zip it right out of there. Just like so. Beautiful. I just need a puller now. I guess I'm done for the night. Peace out. Alright, back out in the shop here. I got myself a puller. Ended up buying it because guy at the dealership ended up not loaning me one, so I ended up spending 46 bucks on something I'll use once. Not real happy about that, but anyways, it is what it is. Probably find another place now to buy my parts, because that's like $100 I've spent there just this last week, just on this project alone. And if you've seen my other videos, I've spent a lot of money. So anyways, just screw this here into your clutch. Screw her right in there. That's a 19 mil. I just hope my impact's big enough to pop that off. I may have to bring in the big boy from work tomorrow. I don't know. I'll see if my air impact is any better. It usually isn't. Alright, air compressor's pumped up. Hopefully this thing will do her. Oh. SOL tonight. Well, don't that just suck? All right, I got her off. It took a lot of persuading. Just kept ratcheting on it, or not ratcheting on it, but hammering on it. And there she is, fellas. Tell you one thing, it's got a heck of a lot bigger fan than that cvtech. But, yeah, hopefully she'll work out. Let's do some cleanup in here and let's maybe throw her on, eh? Alright, so this is take 3 because I am not prepared. Let's try this again. I got the shaft cleaned up, the inside of the casing cleaned up. I got the clutch here. Just gonna slide that on. Alright. And of course I forgot the centering washer. Of course I did. But I'm not going to do a take 4. I refuse to. Okay. So I got my washers. You got your centering washer that comes with the clutch, which I believe goes on first. Oops. So we got little washer, big washer, centering washer. A little bit of blue Loctite. There we go. Just as simple as that. I'll torque that down to, oh, I gotta look that up again. So my next take, I'll tell you what the torque specs are. Alright, I got a block of wood. It's 74 foot-pounds. Hopefully that clicks before that wood slips. So close. Oh, there we go. 74 foot-pounds. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now is I think I'm gonna clean the sheaves off, and I'm gonna put the new belt on, and I'm gonna run it a little bit and retorque it. So stay tuned. Okay, so I got my surfaces all cleaned up. Nice clean rag, and a little bit of brake cleaner. I've let it sit now for quite a while there to make sure all the brake cleaner was dry, and I wiped it again with another microfiber cloth. And I took the belt in to the house and washed it with dish soap. I don't know if that's real super important or not, but I've heard people doing that. And there's no arrow on this belt, so you just put it in so you can read the writing. They're not actually a directional belt, but once you install them one way, if you take it off again, it needs to be installed the same way as you took it off the first time. So I will just take this out. And my nut come off. I figured that might happen. Great. And I forgot to bring a jam nut with me. Beautiful. I've done this video in so many takes, it's not even funny. There we go. Alright, so we'll just kind of back her up there. Very, very nice. Very nice. Alright, so there she is. I'm going to start it up, run it through a couple of cycles, and retorque it. Keep holding the button, Miller. so I'm gonna run it for a while like that and then retorque. Okay, well, it's done. So far it works. I retorqued it. Glad I did, because it did. The bolt did move a little bit after I ran it. In fact, I think I might run it one more time and retorque one more time before that Loctite starts to set, and then it should be good. And all that's left to do is put the cover back on, but I don't really need to film that, do I? Because I still got to finish my first video that I was making about these floorboards. So I'm going to get this whole clutch buttoned up, clean up the gaskets, clean up the surfaces, and button her all up nice and even in a zigzag pattern. And that's it for the cvtech clutch video. And probably going to do a big update video when I get the floorboards all on and get everything tested out. So, all right, we will see you again.